Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to government videos. It's been a while since I've done one of these, but this will basically be the last chapter that we do for this school year. So we're going to start chapter 8, and chapter 8 is all about political parties and the party system. And so we'll be going through this short little unit and then diving on into our political campaigns. And I'm still working out the details of what that's going to look like and how we're going to do that since we can't all be together at school, but I still want to go forward with that and we'll just get creative on what that looks like. So anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you so you can see the slides for political parties and their functions. So this starts in your book on page 161. And there'll be 3 sections of notes for this particular unit. So this will be the first part. So let's dive on in. So a little bit of background. Basically, all political parties share a common definition. They are groups or associations that are coming together to promote a certain political goal. Okay? And that could be a variety of different things, whether it's economic goals, environmental goals, social justice goals. There's all sorts of different reasons that people form together. Political parties are not specifically mentioned in the Constitution because the framers really distrusted factions. They realized they were probably inevitable. It's one of the things that George Washington warned about in his farewell address. He talked about foreign entanglements, and he also talked about political factions and kind of separating the country with political parties. So, gotta say, he warned us. All right, so major and minor. So major parties have been the dominant ones for over a century. You can probably think of those 2 major ones that come to mind. Minor parties are parties that are created around an issue, usually organized for a short period of time, generally not drawing a lot of voters, not having a huge impact on the outcome of an election. So the power of political parties, they do all sorts of different things. One of them is they moderate, so pulling different extremes together, realigning, broadening views. It's a positive thing because it can reduce disruptive influence of political extremists, so kind of creating a middle path to come together on. It can be seen as negative because it can kind of squelch or quiet out the not so popular opinions that are still noteworthy and should still be listened to. Political parties can provide quality leadership, so they're entrusted with providing the public with a representative who should be a worthy, trustworthy type of leader. Okay? They also provide access, allowing the public to be part of the process. Okay? So giving you a place to share your ideas and get involved and be a part of shaping the nation. So yeah, like I said, they're giving an opportunity to be heard and make personal ideas public through print, through media, whatever that looks like. So how many parties should we have? Okay? If we only had one party, we'd kind of end up with either a king or a dictator. We wouldn't have much choice when it comes to voting for the next president or governor or whatever leader you're voting for. A 2-party system allows an open forum for ideas by polarizing viewpoints. Competition really is important in the political process. Having a choice, finding someone who kind of shares some of those same values, worldview as you do. Having a multi-party system can be hard for one party to win a majority of the vote, so they kind of have to form coalitions or create kind of networks in order to get elected. But again, having choice is a valuable thing. Lots of us really appreciate having options when it comes to who to vote for. So what characteristics should there be for political parties? There should be diverse support, broad appeal, different ideologies, party membership, stability, flexibility. So all of those things are important. And those things are talked about in a lot more detail in your book in chapter 8 on page 165, 166, 167, kind of in that section. I'm not going to dive into a lot of detail, but it is there for you to go back and look at if you need to. So let's talk about what we're going to be doing for this unit. Okay? Part of what we're going to be working on is actually creating our presidential campaign groups, and you'll be working closely with this group of people over the next couple of weeks as we head into May and toward the end of the school year. So you'll be creating a presidential campaign with these people. So pick people that you enjoy working with, that you can communicate easily with. I know some people will be headed back to their home countries. It's okay to be in a group. You're just going to have to kind of get creative on communication and give each other lots of patience because of different time zones. So your group should be 2 to 4 people. I had lots of questions on our last unit. If you could mix together with people from first period and sixth period, that is totally okay. Normally I wouldn't do that if we were at school, but since we're not in the classroom, it doesn't really matter. So if you want to work with people from other classes, that's fine. So the first part of this is you are going to be writing your own political song or jingle for your fictitious candidate. Okay, so you're going to want to kind of think about what is the name of this candidate who's going to be running. You can use your own name if you would like. Figure out who in your group is going to be kind of representing that person. So in the past, we've had people create different names for their candidates, or like I said, use their own personal name. You cannot use other politicians' names. Let's try to avoid that. So we shouldn't have any Trumps or Obamas or Insleys or anybody like that. But it would be okay to have like a Frohair or some other fictitious character. First period, you know what I'm talking about there. So anyway, you will be sharing or performing your political jingle on Zoom next week. So we'll set up a Zoom for Wednesday the 29th. You do not have to sing it or rap it or whatever, but I do want to kind of hear your lyrics and hear a little bit about who your candidate is going to be, because we'll really be diving in to all of this the beginning of May. So that's kind of one of the last big things that we'll be doing. So if you have questions, feel free to reach out, and I hope you guys are doing well, and I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good day. Thanks.